Wow! Chilling again, what the fuck going on? We back with a goodie today. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and sub button for the one time. Don't be no hating ass nigga like the rest of them. But yo, chilling again. Today we're gonna be reacting to motherfucking dumbest robbers caught on camera. As you can see by the first picture, this dumbass nigga started a V-ski. Don't got no knowledge of driving that shit. That boy don't know if it's stick or not. Like he's bugging turning
Thief in a
again.
tight dress who slips things into her panties. These are the thieves who have an incredible level of
These bitches is nasty turning their game. Look, I can't make this up.
stupidity. In the category of stupid robberies, this one is one of the most aberrant and comical. We
Yeah, it
first see a
is.
couple outside entering the store, and then a slightly laggard friend joining them. Obviously, her hair is
Nigga
causing
called
her
a laggard friend turning their game.
problems, since she keeps straightening it. While the young man stands in the corner of the store, the two girls browse the shelves, and they have a definite plan, to buy cans of Mountain Dew soda for the price of the drinks in the soda fountain. One circumstance that justifies this great scam is that the machine doesn't serve the drink they wanted. At least that's what they thought. Maybe this theft was a challenge they discovered on social
Turning their game. How down bad do you have to be as an individual turning their game to get like real labeled soda for the price of a fountain drink? Like you going in the store, you going out your way to pour fucking Mountain Dew out of a bottle that gets sold into a bottle, bro, to pour it into a fountain drink just for a discount. Like you gotta be popped as fuck turning their game. Like these bitches is down bad, bro.
networks and wanted to
Doing
take
shit in
up.
their
Maybe it's a
prime.
simple entertainment for them. Nevertheless, it is a stupid theft, since it is totally useless, as you will see. The two girls grab the cans and head for the soda fountain, out of sight of the cashiers. Then, they discreetly pour the contents of the can into the cup, eliminating the evidence of their crime. To keep up appearances, one of them will pour a few moments later. The young brunette woman will steal a cookie, with the complicity of their friend who is still standing at the bottom. Their illicit shopping finished, they nonchalantly leave the store, all happy with their turn. Unfortunately for them, all the sequences of the flight were recorded, and the images are so clear that we can identify their faces perfectly. But what's really
Damn.
ridiculous is
Turn again. They thought they got away. They ass is about to get locked up over soda. Like you about to get locked up and do time in jail for artificial treat, a sugary drink. Some will call it like can't make this shit up. Turning that game like these fucking clown cakes is trying to
the
take
two
over the
young
world.
ladies went to all the trouble of getting their favorite drink served by the soda fountain. They could have just checked first, before making their move. Considering the ease with which the two young women carried out this theft, one can fear that they are not used to it. The Indian state of Haryana was the scene of a very surprising crime, during the month of April this year. A gang of thieves deprived a whole district of vaccines. As the country faced an alarming shortage of COVID-19 vaccine and the health crisis took its toll, a group of bandits set out to loot an entire shipment of vaccine. After breaking into the Jinn
Damn,
hospital, the thieves
bro
ransacked
came up.
everything in their path.
You know how in Fortnite turning that game when you check the treasure chest? Like there's different ones. Like you get the brown one, you get the standard shit. Then when you check the silver one, you get like mad shit. Like you get like mad good guns and shit. Word. Like nigga hit a Fortnite treasure chest.
Breaking into locks and storage units, they were able to steal a total of 1,710 vaccines, without touching the medicines or cash. The reason their
That's
plan was
mad
so successful is that
vaccines.
the hospital administration had not installed any security equipment. Worse, they didn't even have a security guard. But immediately after the theft,
Nah,
the local
what?
police registered a complaint against the perpetrators, who have not yet been identified.
That's a
Were
L on
these
their
thieves,
part. Fuck that.
enemies
I
of the
don't feel
public
bad.
good, loners or part of a network? It is likely that this theft was useless, since most vaccines degrade very quickly if they are not kept at an extremely low temperature. Even for
Ah,
specialists,
look. When being a robber, it comes. You gotta do your homework. You gotta know why, what you're stealing, and why you want to steal it, and how you gonna profit over it. Just stealing shit to steal it is crazy. Crazy man.
storing vaccines
Like you think you're gonna try on a Cuban, bro, and like just run out the door, like that's it. Just run out with like a $30,000 chain. Like, come on, bro. These niggas is bots, man. They waking up, they not eating breakfast, they just making bad life decisions, turn their game. Stay away from these niggas, y'all.
in China's
Bugging.
Qinhuai district, there is a man, nicknamed Wang, who once had the
Juan,
misfortune to incur a large gambling
Juan,
debt.
what you want?
It was imperative that he pay
Juan.
this debt, but he was far from having the necessary sum. In this critical situation, some people sometimes think of dishonest ways to get money. Wang, for example, had a bright idea inspired by Western films. This idea is very simple to carry out. It does not require violence, hostage-taking, or unparalleled computer skills. Wang was sure that by pouring bottles of water into vending machines, he would be able to produce a short circuit that would make all the bills in the machine flow out. The surveillance videos show him pouring several bottles into 3 vending machines without the slightest hindrance, causing material damage estimated at over 22,000 euros. It is
What?
difficult to determine how much profit this madman could have made from all this damage. However, it is certain that everything became more complicated for him, since the police quickly identified and found him. And the funny thing is that he dared to say that the culprit was his twin brother. We imagine that his debt must have been improved by a nice fine, and that all the problems he had must have put him off the game. In any case, we had a lot of fun with him. Here's a hell of a duo. 2 hooded thieves determined to break into a store in China. For more discretion, they had decided to commit the crime in the middle of the night. Their plan of action was not excessively worked. It was to break the front door of the store with bricks previously brought, and to help themselves at will once inside. The brick in his turn. This one struck him in full head. He
Oh,
falls stiffly.
yo. Nah, bro. What's up? Why you hit that nigga like that? Yo, he went stiff, bro. That nigga felt like a potato chip, like out the bag. Like, you know when you grab a handful of potato chips and you try to stuff them all in your mouth, like try to eat all of them at one time and one just fall? Like, he felt like that, turtleneck. God damn, holy smokes. What in the mayonnaise is going on?
This one struck him in full head. He falls
Yo!
stiffly at once, and loses consciousness. His friend then tries to get him up, but his sidekick is perfectly inert, and he is forced to drag him. If the 2 individuals have traveled a long distance without a vehicle, they are not at the end of their pain. In any case, it's a nice ending, and a good illustration of karma.
Bro, yo, bro, that's the thing about karma, turtleneck gang. You don't know when it's gonna come, and you don't know how bad it's gonna be, turtleneck gang. Don't fuck around with the karma. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Hit him with an L, turtleneck gang. What's wrong with this clown? This fucking clown cake. Nigga knocked his own mans out on a drill. How you spin with your mans and then knock him out? Like, y'all supposed to go do a drill together and you accidentally knock him out doing a drill. Like you spent on your mans and y'all supposed to be spinning together. L mans, it be your own people turning the game. He smoked his own mans like this J.
These images from different surveillance cameras are of poor quality, but we can very well follow the movements of this thief, who likes to complicate his life. He had planned to
Hey,
break into a
stupid ass.
supermarket, not through the front door, but by
Like, bro,
climbing onto
breaking
the
into a
roof. But his
supermarket.
adventure will not be easy. He is first filmed outside the building, trying to climb a wall from a fairly accessible height. However, he doesn't succeed at first, and we see him take a fall that must have hurt him a lot, but not enough
Nigga falling and shit on camera. Stupid ass nigga. You gonna be a criminal, a thief, bro? Be a good one.
to discourage him. A few moments later, he tries again, and this time with more success. The thief then disappears from the camera's field and works on the roof to open an access and enter the establishment. He succeeds, we don't know how, but it is at the price of a terrible upheaval. Indeed, one sees various components of the roof suddenly collapsing,
This
carrying in
nigga
their fall the
big
theft, which
head. Yo, he fell. His stupid ass fell mad hard. Like his stupid ass fell mad hard. Like if you didn't catch it, the vibe the first time you fell on some shit like, yo, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Like, well, here you go. Like, here you go, turtleneck game. Hand it to him. Here you go. Here's this L, big fella. Like, look how hard this stupid ass clown cake hit his head. Look, they came flying down.
components of the roof suddenly collapsing, carrying in their fall the theft, which falls for the second time. However, he quickly gets up, all triumphant, because the hardest part is over. The thief only has to fill his cart as he wishes, without forgetting of course to strip the box. He is the master of the place.
Turtleneck game. Turtleneck game. Disregard half of the things that I just said, turtleneck game. Like, disregard half of the shit I just said, turtleneck game. Like, it's safe to say that like he hasn't tried or done this before. Like whether it was this supermarket, another store, a smaller store, just stealing food at somebody else's house with a shopping cart that he might have taken from a grocery store. This nigga have done this before, turning that game. This nigga is all types of down bad. We talking about down bad on all fours, like bark bark if you would. Like this nigga is bugging, turning that game. Like hand this nigga another L. What's wrong with this clown cake? Like nigga got the nerve to fuck up the ceiling, fall from the sky. Nigga literally came crashing from the sky like out of nowhere, like, and then got up and went grocery shopping. And then after you went grocery shopping, you're thinking nigga like really need to go grocery shopping and be a good man at the end of the day and pull out money and then leave like whatever they paid, leave like a nice estimate of what they might have spent and for the damages. Nigga took out the register, like bro. Can't make this shit up, bro. Like these niggas is waking up and just making bad decisions. Like these niggas is, bro.
But getting out of the store was perhaps harder than getting in. In the next few minutes, he will fail at everything he sets out to do. We first
Nigga
see
went
him
grocery
struggling to
shopping
break the
out.
window, then trying to get out through the open roof, using a ladder that ends up slipping out from under his feet, causing him to fall a third time. Desperate, the thief, whom we almost feel sorry for, tries to break the surveillance camera that he has finally noticed, but he misses. Finally, by lassitude,
Turning that game. He might be the turning that game. He might be the only clown king that like I don't want to see like get arrested turning that game. Like although this nigga is a complete moron and he just needs something like need to happen to him, he need a different type of discipline. But like this nigga like he clearly don't have a brain, bro. Nigga moving like Patrick Star.
he sits down on a barrel and smokes a cigarette while the police arrive on the scene. His
Yo, I can't make this shit up. Yo, turn that game. The nigga gave up. He gave up. He knew the boys was coming. Nigga sat down, smoked a cig, just waiting for his moment.
adventure, in any case, was rich in twists and turns, and by telling it, he will have something to amuse his cellmates. The shortest robbery attempts are the best. In Thailand, Sufachai Panthong, a 27-year-old man, entered a jewelry store. He had no intention of buying any charm. His not-so-inventive plan was simple, to run away from the store once he had the jewel in hand. We see him enter, a little uncomfortable, going back and forth, then asking to try on a gold necklace worth 600 euros. The jeweler hands it to him, and Sufachai tries it.
Turn that game. The jeweler like, alright, yeah, you of course. The jeweler just providing the best customer service in the world. Like the jeweler is just thinking about the reviews. You feel me? That's all they thinking about. And the traffic and they about to get like mad customers coming in. That's it. They just want to leave a good impression. That's it. So of course the jeweler gonna do his job. Yeah, you wanna try this on 600 euros? Alright, we not even gonna ask your budget. Sure you can try it. You got flip flops on, you got your toes out. We don't expect you to run nowhere.
On, adjusts it, examines it, and rushes towards the closed door. Bam! Closed. It would seem that his physiognomy did not inspire confidence in the clairvoyant salesman, who had surreptitiously locked the front door. The thief is thus trapped without knowing it, and all he will get is to wear the precious necklace for several seconds. He is ashamed, goes back and gives the necklace back to the seller, who doesn't seem surprised or even angry. A few moments later, the police
Yeah, jeweler. He probably had that happen to him a couple times. He might have taken L's before in the past from that shit. It was just like, nah, let me structure up. Let me start locking these doors. These niggas trying to go fast with me. And damn right he did. We don't like to speculate on this channel and shit. We just like to, you feel me, like have fun. But this nigga is clearly a clown cake. Like, slivers wrong. You woke up, chose to come to a jewelry store, which I assume is inside of some mall or some flea market strip, and try to catch a come up. You don't even got the proper PPE. You don't even got the proper gear on. Like, how you gonna steal something with a collar shirt with no tank top under? Like, turtleneck game. These niggas is nasty. I told y'all, wear a turtleneck. Make sure I got turtleneck on, a tank top on at all times. Turtleneck game. Keep you a fresh tank top in the cut. Please don't be like this nigga. And wear socks. Turtleneck game. Wear socks. He's obviously under the influence and he's thugging and bugging. He trying shit. Hit him with an L.
proceeded to the arrest of the Thai, who deserves the prize for the most ridiculous attempted
He
robbery.
looks stupid.
Two thieves, in a black vehicle, had decided to steal a car. Not a parked car, by forcing the door, out of sight, but a moving car, by bullying and threatening the driver. The black vehicle with tinted windows is seen in the surveillance footage blocking the path of an oncoming white car, which had no choice but to brake. Immediately the armed robber jumps out of his vehicle, rushes towards the driver at the stop, and threatens him by summoning him to release his car. This one obeys without opposing resistance, and moves
Yo,
away the
they on
hands.
some yo turtleneck game. They on some real life GTA shit turtleneck game. Like nigga hopped out on him and hit triangle turtleneck game. Like he hit triangle to hop out his car, and then he ran down with his gun turtleneck game. He hit L1 R1 to point the gun at him turtleneck game. He's bugging. He ran up to his car, hit triangle, made him get out.
Of the malefactor.
And he
The
walked up
thief's
with
method
small
was all
hands.
too successful, and the white vehicle is now his. But a circumstance, comical for us, and painful for him, will quickly make him
Comical, that's
disenchanted.
crazy.
The stolen car was manual, and the
Look,
thief didn't know how to drive it at all.
okay.
He didn't even know how to start the car, and from time to time, it looked like he wanted to ask his victim for driving lessons. In short, he
Okay.
couldn't handle the situation at all, and he also made a serious mistake, which was to cause his arrest. He stayed still for a long time at the crime scene, in front of a lot of witnesses, instead of running away. What happens next is inevitable. The police intervene with a speed that is to be commended, and the thief and his accomplice are arrested. All's well that ends well. The victim of the theft.
See how fast that karma was? How you gonna steal a car and you don't know how to drive it? In most video games that I played, in most Grand Theft Autos that I played, when you run up to a vehicle and you hit triangle, once you inside the vehicle, you just gotta press R2. You just gotta press R2 to turn the game. Like I think he had his controller settings like switch to like alternate A or B or something, or maybe tactical. Like he's playing on a different setting. Like he's playing on a PC setting, I assume. Like this nigga is bugging turning that game.
Gets his car back and the thieves are incarcerated. If the thieves had thought for a moment, they would have better targeted the vehicle to be stolen. In a store in Krasnodar, Russia, a young woman dressed in a short, tight dress shamefully made a spectacle of herself to the world. She first went to this establishment with a specific idea in
Yo, down. Yo, yo, this bitch still shit in her hoo ha. She stuffing shit in her hoo ha, bro. What's up, man? That's terrible, bro. Like she probably don't got a father figure.
mind.
Jesus.
Shoplifting, as there was only one customer, quite mobile but not very curious about the affairs of others. She was not much hindered in her maneuver, but her robbery technique is original, to say the least. Thus, in the pictures, we see her, in front of the refrigerator, stealthily seizing half a dozen articles that she immediately hides under her panties. She deftly manages to avoid arousing suspicion, but she doesn't get off scot-free. Certainly, she won her bet, and was not chased out of the store. And whatever food was stolen, she must have enjoyed the taste of the forbidden fruit. However, when she entered the store, she didn't have the intelligence to check if there were cameras or not. The consequence of this stupid imprudence is that the images of her pilfering, published by the security, made the turn of the world, and that she became the laughing stock of all the internet users. In addition, the police came after her, and given the clarity of the surveillance camera footage, it's hard to imagine that the thief eluded them for long. Anyway, after the repercussion of this event, she will surely not risk to do it again.
Yo, turning that game. She's bugging out. I don't know what's wrong with these bitches. They not practicing good hygiene. They just stuffing shit up their hoo ha. Like, why are you stealing, bro? Like, why are you in the liquor store stealing? Like, why are you taking cold refreshing beverages and putting them up your hoo ha? Like, they don't belong there. Like, they belong in the cooler and on the shelves, like they were. Like, how dare you? Like, who told you you have the right to grab those beverages and give them a new home? Like, they didn't ask to be up there. They didn't ask to get stuffed in your panties. Like, what's going on? What the fuck's going on to the next game? To the next game. What the fuck is going on, bro? They out here bugging. Y'all turtleneck gang. Don't be like these niggas. Don't be like these bitches. They out here bugging. If y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think about these fucking clown kicks. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Love always, practice good hygiene.